Hi everybody and welcome back this week. Fran here, and this week we are going to talk about dietary fats. A lot of us, I've seen it in my coaching practice, we're afraid of fat. We don't need to be afraid of fat. So omega-3 and omega-6 fats fall under the category of polyunsaturated fatty acids. That's a mouthful. You don't need to know their name. All you need to know, they're giving us two types of fats. Omega-6s, which we've heard about, and omega-3s, which the majority of us know about. We know we need omega-3s. So what is so important about these omega-3s? Well, they've been known to show they slightly will reduce your blood pressure. They'll really help lower your triglycerides. They're anti-inflammatory, meaning that any disease state in your body is starting with inflammation. Inflammation somewhere in your body. And omega-3 fats are anti-inflammatory, meaning they're going to fight the inflammation that's in your body. So they're just a powerhouse at helping you maintain your health. Now those omega-6 fats, so we're getting a ton of omega-6 fats in our American diet. So our processed food is loaded, completely loaded with omega-6 fats and trans fats, and I'm not going to get into trans fats today, but the omega-6 fats are coming from like your safflower oil, your sunflower oil, your canola oil. None of these are good. They should not be a daily staple in your diet. And basically we need omega-6 fats, but we don't need them at the quantity that we're getting them. We need to bump up more of our omega-3 fats. So these PUFA fats, omega-3s and omega-6, they're called essential fats, meaning your body does not make them. The only way you get these fats is through your nutrition. So it's really important that we focus on getting these types of fats in our nutrition. So here's how you do it. You get these types of fats from cold water fish, things like salmon, herring, lake trout, sardines, from albacore tuna. You want your fish to be wild caught because they're not raising it on a farm. I actually even saw a package of salmon fish in the grocery store and it said farm raised salmon. That is probably the worst marketing you could ever put on your salmon, because farm raised salmon is not good for you. It's kind of like the conventional raised beef in the feedlots. So you really want to focus on wild caught salmon. Other ways to get your omega-3s is through walnuts. Walnuts are, again, one single nut that is loaded with omega-3s. Ground flaxseed, again, it has to be ground when you're talking about flaxseed because that's how your body will absorb it. So ground flaxseed is another great choice. Pepitas, raw pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, all of these types of nuts and seeds will have omega-3 fats, with walnuts and flaxseed being the highest. So how are you going to get this in your diet? Let's figure that out. Many of you say, I don't like salmon. I challenge you, get on Pinterest, there's a bazillion recipes on Pinterest. Find a rosemary balsamic salmon, cook it up, train your taste buds slowly to start to enjoy that salmon. For walnuts, use these as snacks, add them to salads. You can pair it with a fresh fruit for a balanced snack. The nuts and seeds, so the chia seeds, the flaxseed, you can sprinkle them on salads. You can sprinkle them on any type of food that you're eating, throw them into smoothies. So, there's ways to get these in your diet. I want you to think this week's action step of how are you going to increase your omega-3 fats, and I'm not talking through grass-fed beef and dairy because those are coming with some saturated fat. The salmon, the sardines, tuna, walnuts, ground flaxseed, all of these types of foods are loaded with those omega-3s. And we need to balance our saturated fat intake. I don't care if it's a grass-fed beef with some of these other types of omega-3s. Your body loves variety. Don't just say I'm getting them from my grass-fed beef and dairy, because your body loves variety. With that said, I'm here for any questions that you might have. If you are watching this anywhere other than willpowerblueprint.com, head over there for more great tips. Talk to you soon, everybody. Have an amazing week.